Haven't been back here since I came with my ex. And I think that's my last lesson for a while. I've been in New York for 5 minutes and I feel like I could never need a lover again. There's so much love around me. Like the man playing his gorgeous guitar on the subway, the sun on my skin, all my friends welcoming me with their warmth and their gorgeous light. I think romance might be a coping mechanism for a lack of safe physical intimacy and horniness. But why can't I just be romantic with my friends? Why can't I just place my head on their lap when I'm tired and watching a movie and hold them and tell them that they're so beautiful and luminous and special and that there'll never be another person like them again? I think I'm just gonna go celibate, honestly.
So it's like if we're celibate and abstaining and being in control of yourself, I feel like it's like the perfect situation because you can still
Learn about what's out there.
you can still.
I agree.
I think we should still be able to go on dates, but we just can't.
I don't want to develop emotional feelings. For me personally,
We're going out of our way to go on a date.
okay.
But that if the date comes to you and it's like a good date and it's a good time and you see a connection with that person, you should still do it. But not part of not folding is knowing that you can still hang out with somebody, but it's not going to be the end of the world, whatever happens.
I feel like it also means just not opening a romantic head contact
Yeah.
or something with someone, like being friends with someone
Yeah.
not going on a date, but rather hanging out and getting to know them. Like maxing out bestie points,
Yeah,
as Curtis
true,
says.
true.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, the second you open the door for a date, that's folding.
Yeah, you're right.
Because then you're allowing yourself to consider possibilities, which is like
Yeah.
saboteur.
Mhm.
I think.
So you think the one is literally somebody who's just gonna be your friend and then one day just be like, haha, I liked you the whole time. Like, what's
Well, someone can admit that they love you or that they're in love with you while you're friends with them, and then honor that you are trying to connect deeper with yourself.
Mhm.
And like you want to see who they are before you explore that romantically. I feel like the one would wait because they love you. But like, and also, or maybe the one I'm looking for would wait. Because then that shows that they don't want me just to want me for instant gratification. I feel like the only way that people learn is from themselves. Someone lives a completely different life than you. They're suffering. Their suffering is outpouring. That's where they're putting it on to you. Obviously, as the person receiving that suffering, you want to hold them accountable. But the only way for them to learn is from themselves, no? So every time you hold them accountable, it's like, you know, when people are like, oh, you're doing something wrong, but it's not till years later or months later that you like, because you recognize it for yourself and you actually learn. Do you really learn from other people? Or do you learn from yourself?
I think you definitely learn from other people, but at a certain point, you're inevitably going to be by yourself, and like someone's not going to be there.
Yeah, I feel like for somebody to really click, sometimes like a deep lesson, such as being an asshole to your kid and ignorant because of all the trauma that suffers from, that can only come from like a friend. Yeah, but also it's such a difficult lesson to learn because of how difficult the experience that brought them there was. So how do we hold someone accountable? Yeah, how do you hold someone accountable? How can you be like, you're doing this wrong when it's literally just like reactionary?
That person sometimes feels justified to acting they're acting because of what they've been through. They don't care about who you are, what you've been through.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, oh, I've been through this, so like, I don't care.
Is that just another symptom of their own like overloaded suffering that they don't have the capacity to see you? I feel like if anything, any person who has wronged me and I'm just like, what the fuck? I feel like I feel very grateful that I'm not suffering the way they are. Like I'm suffering. I'm not suffering the way they are. That's why
I just feel like, fuck yeah, you piece of shit, I can fucking do that, fucking you hurt me. No, I'll never trust again.
it's hard because you can't be like giving them more love because then you're depleting yourself. Or what they in a way need is more love, but they also don't need to be like. So I just feel like it's very difficult. But